Alright guys, welcome to the first video of Food and Fellowship. Today we're going to be making Brussels sprout pasta. We got our Brussels sprouts, we got our bacon, our pasta, and our code red. Don't worry, that's not for the pasta, that's just for me. Man, that's good. So first off, we're going to start off by clearing our workstation. And we're going to separate out those Brussels sprouts. Normally I like to get them on the stalk because you get a lot bigger Brussels sprouts and you get a lot more for your money. But we've got 2 small bags of them, so we're going to make do. First thing you want to do is cut the ends off of your Brussels sprouts. So just chop off the little end bits at the root, throw them in a separate bin, and you're already roaring. I know it seems like a lot of Brussels sprouts, but you can get through. Yeah, sometimes with a lot of these Brussels sprouts, you'll mix up which one goes in the trash and which one goes in the bin. So now we've got them all diced up, ends cut off. Take a minute to take a break and see your super cute daughter. Give her some smooches. And then hand her off to go get a nap in. So right now we've got our cut Brussels sprouts, but they're a bit big. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these into bite-sized chunks. Now what you can do, if you have a lot of them, or if it's kind of your style, you can leave them halved like this. But we're going for quantity here, so we need them bite-sized. You can quarter them like this, or I'll probably end up doing another cut after that and get them real nice and bite-sized. Like, oh, forgot that. Again, this is just 2 small bags of Brussels sprouts, but it is tedious. So have some music going, you know, have somebody there hanging out with you. Almost done. There we go. All done with the Brussels sprouts. So now we're going to take our bacon and put it in our pan. Don't worry about that guy. We'll use it later. So grab your fattiest piece of bacon, adjust for the camera, slap it into the pan, and there you go. We're using the fattiest piece of bacon so we can know that all the fat is going to render out, and that's what we're going to use to cook our bacon, or to cook our Brussels sprouts with. Get a little impatient here and crank the temperature up to high. Get even more impatient and go find something to do while this bacon's cooking. Might I recommend Dracula? It's a pretty wild book. Did you know that Dracula had hairy palms and a giant mustache? Yeah, pretty crazy. Try and read a page and then realize, oh, you hear that bacon sizzling. Keep going and then, I guess you gotta give up. Time to cook. So we're ready to go here. So grab all the fattiest pieces of bacon and throw them in the pan. Make sure you're separating them out so they cook evenly and they all render about the same time. When you're working with bacon like this, make sure it's cold as possible. If it gets warm, the fat starts kind of melting down, and then you get it kind of sticking to each other and sticking to your fingers. Once we've got the bacon in the pan, we're basically just letting it cook down, getting real good and red. That's what we're going for, the really red, crispy kind of bacon. Take a break and read some more of your excellent book. It's pretty wild. Dracula basically kidnaps a realtor and then gets hit in the face with a shovel. So, you know, pretty interesting. Now it's looking like we're getting there with our bacon. So pop it open, give it another stir, make sure it's moving so it's cooking evenly. You can see it's getting a little bit of that red brown that we're looking for. There we go, that's the red brown. Once you get there, add your Brussels sprouts in and give them a stir. You could drain off some of the bacon fat, but let's be honest, you guys came here for Brussels sprouts cooked in bacon fat, so it's not quinoa pasta. A few seconds ago I hit it with some red pepper flake, and you can do that according to how much you want, but I usually like it pretty spicy, though Kristen kind of hates that. So I keep it mild. Testing the noodles that we've boiled. I've just been using spaghetti. You can see it's pretty flimsy, so it's right about there. And maybe 1-2 more minutes. Don't do the thing where you throw it against the wall. Come on, that's just silly, guys. Let that noodle go for a bit more. Here we go, test number 2. Noodle bends over the fork, nice and flimsy. Bends over your finger. All right, taste test. Oh yeah, we're good. So here's the very important part. When you turn off the heat for your noodles, you're gonna reserve about cup of the pasta water and add that straight into the pan. This is going to help all the Parmesan cheese we're going to add later adhere to the noodles and kind of mix in and make kind of a sauce. So dump your noodles into the pan, give it a good stir, and this is what we're left with. Oh yeah, that looks good. So, like I said, this isn't quinoa. We're not here for health, we're here for flavor. Just dust it with a good old helping of that Parmesan cheese. The shaky kind, not the sliced kind. And there we go. There's our Brussels sprout pasta. I know, and my handsome face. Alright, now what would the video be without a taste test? Nope. Let's grab yourself a fork, give it a nice big stir, and then dig in. I know this is gonna burn the crap out of my mouth, but I don't care. It's gonna be delicious. There we go. Thanks for coming, guys. See ya.